to the New Black Church, where your story is your Bible. Y'all, I'm so excited. I can't believe it. We completed the first series in March. Now we know how to now we know how to use our self-respect. Now we finna jump right into self-care. But before we do that, y'all know I gotta give him a theme music. Director, give it to him real quick. See y'all soon. Man, welcome back. Welcome back. First of all, let me give a shout out to everybody who is celebrating Easter, Resurrection Sunday, whatever name you have for it. We are celebrating with you on today. Y'all, I have an amazing guest. Florida has been blessed. When I tell you that the snowstorm has brought something in, he done shook off all the ice and he done got accustomed to the Florida. He is Floridaized now. It is my neighbor, my boy. I call him Trey, but you can call him
Dion.
Dion. Y'all see how smooth he is? He's so laid back and chill. So Dion, man, let me tell you, I was outside talking with my boy, and you came up, and I said it was something about this man that his story needs to be told. And I'm so happy that you accepted the invitation. So let's jump right into this. Tell
All
us a
right.
little bit about you so that Florida can and the world can learn about you.
All right. Sure. Yeah. Well, yeah. My name is again Dion Johnson. I'm originally from Danville, Illinois, born and raised right outside Chicago.
Already?
You know what I'm saying? So, and from there, I joined the military.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm retired military. Did about 15 years in the army.
Oh wow.
So and then from there, I adopted IT from there, entered in those guidelines, and then from there started and got into IT in the civilian world, right?
In the
So
civilian world. Okay.
civilian world. So now I'm an IT director. I've been a director for about 4 or 5 years now,
Okay.
and and that profession has brought me here to Florida. So
Oh man, bro,
yeah,
that
so
is awesome, man. Can y'all hear what this
yeah.
man said? 15 years military, career in IT, and he looked just like me. I so much appreciate that because I'm a man that has an IT background also. So doing 15 years in the military, self-care is a great topic
Right.
to discuss with you because it's
Right.
kind of hard to be in the military and not be in shape
Hmm.
physically, mentally,
Oh
and
yeah.
nutritionally,
Oh yeah.
right? And so, man, let's jump right in this, man. How can taking care of your physical health through self-care practices, like how do you do that with all of that background that you have? How you put that together?
Well, how to take care of my physical. So I
Yeah,
mean, you know, it's very important to be able to do that because, especially when you're in the military, dealing with different, situations that you go through, especially when you're deployed,
right.
going to, of course, I did 4 tours in Iraq,
Oh, wow. So,
and
real quick, appreciate you for your services,
right,
bro. So much. Appreciate
hmm
that. But go ahead and continue.
yeah,
Had to make
yes,
sure I got that out.
yeah. So 4 tours. Well, let me correct that. 4 tours, two in Iraq and two in Afghanistan. Let me
Okay.
correct that. Um, but what that said is that it was very important for me to do that. So I remember being in the military, one of my deployments, and it's very important because to have that physical care on those guidelines, because that's how you be able to get through on the battlefield. I mean,
Yeah.
the battlefield is very important to have that self care, because if not, I mean, it could be a matter of life or death. What I mean? So one of my deployments, I work with the special forces and the Navy SEALs and entering those guidelines, and seeing that and being able to go through those missions and have that care, it's really important. So.
Yes. Okay. So doing that, so having that physical care. Now, from my understanding, I'm 110% civilian. So what I saw on TV was some heavy boots, a heavy backpack,
Yeah.
some heavy metal that y'all had to carry. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call it heavy metal.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
Florida just passed, where we don't
Right.
need no people to carry our heavy
Right.
metal. So how was that physically? Being able to handle all that. What did you have to do physically to prepare yourself to carry all that? for
Oh
those
man,
15 years?
for instance, so in the Army you have AFP, PFT. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things they drill into you. You know what
Okay.
I mean? Is you have to get up 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning to do PT. So
Okay.
it's it's a big thing. So but that happens before you even get on the battlefield. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So you got to make sure that you're taking care of your body and also taking care of your physical well-being when it comes down to that. So you at that period of time, I know the AFPFT, we call it the Army Fitness program that they have there. At that period of time, you had to do push-ups, sit-ups, and you had to do a 2-mile run. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Or between that, you have your alternate event when it comes down to doing your what do you call it, your ride or bike or anything, those guidelines. But it didn't stop there either, though. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So we also had to have that self-care outside of that. Now, that's what's really important, to be able to do that. It's really important to make sure you do that outside of that, taking care of your body, making sure that you go to the gym and having that ritual when it comes down to that. You know what I mean? So I think one of the biggest things is when it comes down to fitness is that, understanding what you need to do. And I think maybe that's half the battle right there, is knowing
Yep.
what you need to do.
It's
You
knowing
know
what
I
you
mean?
need to do. I
Because you
agree.
going to the gym and going to the gym and trying to figure those things out. You can just go to the gym and stand there. It's like I remember, before someone showed me how to do what you need to do in the gym. I remember going in there and just touching a couple weights over here, touching a couple weights over there.
I remember them days. I remember them days trying to figure out what's what and
Yeah.
what to do in the gym. So okay, so you talking about the gym. So let's transition from the military. You went from AFT. So you did 15 years there. You came out of high school at 18. So you at least 40. So being over 40 and going to the gym now and being disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
How do you handle that? And being a career man, not just a career man, a leader.
Wow. That's a really good question. You know what I mean? So it's very hard. So the thing is now, I keep those same values that the military taught me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'd say being in the military, I was like, oh man, I got to get up 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. When I get out, I ain't doing this no more. But no, now I find myself still doing the same exact thing. You know what I mean? Still trying to stay in shape. So for instance, right, for myself is being being in IT and being a leader. Sometimes my days consist of like between 16 to 17 hour days. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So what I have to do is I have to get up in the morning, have that discipline, and get myself up in the morning to make sure that I'm ready for that.
Right.
Ready to get to the gym and take care of some of those things. So for myself, I get up 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll get up 5 o'clock in the morning, get my caffeine. You know what I mean? I'll get my caffeine, and then from there, what I would do is, my workout consists of now is like walking, getting on the bike, and then getting down to the gym. But and then from there, so I do about 2 hours of working out, in the morning, because I know if I don't do it then, I'm not gonna get it in. You know what I mean? So I know then that because later on, because I don't know what my rest of my day consists of. But one of the other things is being a leader and working in the realm that I work in, is that even though I'm at work, you still can work out. You can still get your steps in. That's
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the things I just learned is how important to get your steps is.
Okay,
You
so
know?
hold that one. That's gonna come later on.
Yeah,
That one gonna come.
yeah.
That one gonna come later
Uh-huh.
on because I want to talk about, later
Yeah.
on in this physicalness is because some people say I don't have enough time. You already mystified that one because you put in anywhere sometimes even 8 to 9, 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
So for some of us, I'm like you. I get up first thing in the morning. If I do not hit the gym first thing in the morning, my days are more challenging.
Exactly.
I hit the gym.
Yeah.
I get that caffeine. I get that self care caffeine. What that is, I compliment myself in the gym.
Yeah.
D, you killed that set.
Mhm.
D, look at all them push ups you done done.
Mhm.
Man, you trying to show out and do little
Yeah.
diamond push ups now. I hype myself up in the
Oh, yeah.
gym, and then when I go to work, I carry that energy right on throughout my
Mhm.
day. And so now that you have all this and you have this knowledge about working out in the gym, how do you demystify some of these myths about working out over 40, what you should do, what you shouldn't do? Like for me, I do what I know how to do for me, right? Since I'm over 40, really I'm over 50 now. But like for you, like how do you like these common misconceptions of you can't do this, you can't. Let's talk about what you can do in the gym over 40. What are some of those things that you can do in the gym to keep yourself physically fit?
One of the biggest things is just staying active.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the huge thing is that staying active.
Okay.
I've talked to a lot of, people my age. You know what I mean? Say, oh man, I can't get to that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I said, well, first thing is just stay active. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Get there. Get to the gym.
Yep.
Get to that area. Start there. You know what I mean? And because that myth there is just like, you know what? And also, well, you can't do this because I can't do it like that young man doing over here anymore.
Right,
Because,
right. I see them in the gym too.
Yeah, I said that young man, he's pumping about 345. And I said, you know what? But it doesn't. You know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what because that competition comes into how much you're doing. And, oh, I did 345. I did 350. 350 or whatever. But at the end of the day, that's how you get started. Is just getting there and doing those things. Take away that myth of you can't do it because you're at this age. You can't
Right.
do it because of well, my back is I have back pains or whatever. For instance, myself is right. I have issues with my back from the military, right?
Right.
So, but I think I found alternate exercise.
See, there you go. Alternate exercises
Right,
help
you
us
know
get
what I mean?
around that.
So
I like the one thing you said about that is getting up and just walking, getting to the gym, like get through the
Exactly.
door.
Get through
like
the door,
walk through your front
Yeah.
door to your car door.
Yeah.
Walk from your car door to the gym
Yeah.
door. And then when you get in, start out doing something. It always starts with one.
yeah,
Y'all got to start with number one. That's one
Yep.
push-up. That's one sit-up. That's 1 second on the bike. That's 1 second on the treadmill. That's 1 second, on the road. Whatever it is, it's always start with that one. Okay, so you got this great program working out. And so you in the gym, you're doing that. What is your exercise in the gym that, or walking or anything, which one of those help you with like anxiety and stress? Like, what do you use to, like in your self-care program to help you with those two?
biggest thing to me is walking.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think walking and riding my bike. So I
There you go. Hey.
those two different things there is huge for me. So I used to be a runner.
Okay.
I used to run, and again, this goes back with my age, right? We were
Right.
just asking about the age too. So, so I used to run all the time, but I found myself that it was just a little too hard for me. The older I got, hard on my
Yep.
it was hard on my knees,
Yup.
on that asphalt, all that. So, it started taking its toll after a while. So for me, what I do now is, like I said, what I love to do to deal with anxiety and stress is I walk. I love to sightsee, right?
Yeah.
Sightsee. So for here, in the area here, you gotta admit it's
Just say, man, it's a beautiful place where
It's a
we
beautiful
live.
place,
It's
right?
a beautiful place.
But for me, I walk, here downtown to, up to the beach, over the bridge.
Oh, go
and
ahead, tell them.
sightsee.
Go ahead, tell them.
You
We
know
walked
what I mean?
across the street, down the street, over the bridge, and we at the beach.
We at the beach, right? So, so for me, you know what I mean. But the thing is that you might not, wherever you may be at, you might not have those different things, but to still getting out there is another thing. Another great thing is too, right? The people that have their couples and their significant others,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Getting out there and walking with your significant other, because
Yep.
it's so because one of those things is you'll get out there and start talking. I've heard so many different things when it comes down to you dealing with your anxiety. You might even work out an issue you might be having in your relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yep.
all at the same time, you're getting a good workout in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, and by that time, you're getting all the steps you wanted to get in. You know what I mean? For instance, right, I put myself on a 11,000 steps per day.
Oh wow, that's a lot of steps.
You know what I mean? So my thing is that, but you start walking with your significant other, or if you're not, you have your significant other, you have your playlist, right?
Yeah, got your playlist. Yup.
So for me, one of the things is I like to jam out to my gospel music.
There you go.
So,
Say, man, play it.
You know what I mean? So I jam out to my gospel music in the morning. You know what I mean? Give myself motivation and everything. You get your juices flowing and everything like that. And you're walking down, and you get those juices flowing, and and it deals with your anxiety, your stress, and everything. And for myself, then I take that energy, as you asked before,
Yeah.
into the workplace, right?
Yeah.
So when I get to the workplace, my juices are flowing. I'm ready to go, ready to hit the ground running. So.
Say, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Now, did y'all catch what he said,
Yeah.
everyone? He started out with walking, went physical, and then he added in between there maybe the gym. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something else. But then he came right back to the things that we deal with when it comes to mental health, anxiety and stress. He came right back to walking. That's what my man Trey uses. Now, the deal is, with you, what can you do? So while y'all are thinking about that, we finna go to this first break because we got to share the projects that we're working on. Y'all, we got Trey in the building, straight representing. We got some more questions. We're going to come back so we know how he physically do it. He going to talk about how he do it in the kitchen next, y'all. Let's see what goes down. Appreciate that. Y'all know where you at, the New Black Church, where your story is your Welcome back to the New Black Church, where your story is your Bible. Y'all, we are being blessed in the building with my man Trey. And y'all, I jumped the gun. Before he gets into this food and this nourishment, y'all, I want to know some more about this bike that he's talking about. Because let me tell you, I may need to go get me a bike. Because, see, Trey, my knees be bothering with me, too. And so I may need to start pedaling just a little. You know what I'm saying? I done seen the bikes where you move your arms with it now. So tell me about this bike, because it sounds like what you're telling us is we can do a minimal investment into something that has long-term returns for us, but also after we make that investment, it's up to us, and it doesn't cost us a dime to ride a bike or walk anywhere. So share with everyone, what is it like in that routine? Living in apartments now, you know what I'm saying, and then having that bike. What does that do for you?
Oh, it does a lot. For instance, like I was saying earlier, is that how I used to run, and it used to be hard on my knees and everything. I did it for years.
Okay.
And but the thing is, it's like we were talking about over 40 too, right?
Yeah.
Again, so I was at work. I was talking to this guy. He said, "Well, He said he lost 60 pounds. He lost 60 pounds in 6 months.
Oh, wow.
And all he does is walk and ride his bike." And I said, "Man," I said, "Tell me a little bit more about this."
Exactly.
But what that said is, he rides his bike. He walks in the morning and he rides his bike. It's the same workout I'm doing now. And then I go to the gym. So that's what I do. But with that said is when he told me that, what's the amazing thing is he was telling me, he said, now look, your heart rate goes up by as much as it goes up when you're running.
I didn't know that.
So, so you'll get your heart rate up right now by 120, 125 beats per second.
Okay, that's good.
And it's just like that, and it's not hard on your joints. It's not hard on your joints or anything like that. And like Duran was saying, that I just purchased this bike, and since then I've been riding on trails and everything in those guidelines, and I've seen a huge difference when it comes down to that by riding that bike. So
yeah, man, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Okay,
Yeah.
now cool. So we out on the bike, we exercising.
Right.
Heart rate is at about 125, 130.
Mhm.
That means when we come back, we hungry.
Exactly.
Like my boy Tyrese said in one of them Fast and Furious. I don't know
Right.
which one. I'm hungry.
Uh-huh.
When he came out, I'm hungry. So
Right.
so let's talk about that nutrition now.
Right.
Let's talk about nutrition. I can tell you, I eat healthy sometimes. I eat healthier. And then sometimes I eat healthy less.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's just come with being a human. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about that nourishment for the body. Like, what kind of foods are you putting in to help yourself? And we can start when we met. Before you came up to the studio, the cup looked a little glissy, y'all. But he impressed me by what was in the cup. So go ahead. Let's start right there, what you had in the cup.
Green tea.
Green tea. Now,
Green
why green
tea.
tea?
Green tea is not only it's great because it gives you caffeine and everything in those guidelines, but it's also great for your body. Green tea, for me myself, it's also great for your stomach health.
Okay.
For myself is, you were talking about nutrition, so I had to figure out a way to, I had stomach issues in the past. I had to try to figure it out, being to the physician to see what the issues were. But I had to come up with my own program to figure out what worked best for myself.
That's good.
So that's when green tea came into play. So now I drink green tea probably 2 times a day.
Okay.
It's the first thing I drink in the morning for my workout.
Okay. I like
what
that.
I mean? And it helps you with your endurance. So green tea is really great. So and like you said, yes, I came over drinking my green tea.
Oh yeah. So you got your green tea. Now, what do you add to keep you going on these long days? Because see, one of the things that I want to share with people, and so that they can see this, is you do it. I don't do it no more. I work my straight 8 and I'm out, but you don't because you're in leadership, right? Mm-hmm. And so what foods are you putting in yourself to go through these long days like that to keep that energy up? And then you're burning calories at the same time because you have all this energy throughout the day because you started your morning out working out. Mm-hmm. So let's go through breakfast. Let's talk about breakfast, or if even eating breakfast after green tea. So what do you do in the morning?
Green tea.
Okay.
Protein, and protein. So
there we go.
Protein is very, very, very important. So protein. So I have myself a protein shake as soon as I get done working out. So it's huge for me. It's also good for your muscles, right? So
okay.
For you, for myself is it's one thing I learned in the military is when you finish working out, so your body is recuperating, right? So your muscles are repairing and everything in those guidelines, right? So you want to bring that protein in there, right? So for me, after I finish working out, I get that energy, and I have my I gotta have my protein shake. So but I get real festive with it sometimes too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I throw my bananas in there.
Already, there you go.
I got my Ninja sitting on top of my and right in my kitchen, right? So,
bro. Let's give a Ninja commercial real quick, because I got my Ninja in there.
Right.
And let me tell you, man, it could take those vegetables, that fruit, and put it in the protein.
Oh, man.
Man, keep going. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I got my Ninja, so I throw my chai seeds in there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Throw my bananas in there, and then sometimes I might even throw a little bit of oats in there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's first thing in the morning. So that got me energized. I've already warmed my body out. I'm re-energizing my muscles, get my muscles prepared and everything like that, and I get that another boost of energies right before I head into work.
Okay.
So and from there, for lunch, more protein, right?
Okay.
So for myself is I eat a lot of seafood.
Okay.
Right? So I have to. I explained to you earlier that I had stomach issues in the past. So for me, what helps me is seafood. So every now and then I bring in some chicken.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I don't eat a lot of beef. Every now and then I may eat some beef or anything like
Okay.
that. But my biggest thing I bring into my diet is seafood.
Okay.
All right.
So let's
So
talk about the seafood you eat.
mhm.
Like which ones are you eating? Like I'm a crab leg man.
Oh, okay.
But I'm scared of
Yeah.
lobster.
Yeah.
There's too many feet on there for me.
Yeah.
So what kind of seafood are you bringing in? Because the sea is right around and down the street, so we got a whole bunch in there.
Oh yeah, we got a lot down here.
So-
you know.
So what kind of seafood do you have? I mean, are you eating?
Salmon is my favorite.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
salmon's my favorite. But the great thing about it is too is that what I usually do is what do you call it? Pre-pack. I pre-pack my meals.
Okay, meal prep.
Meal prep. There
Yeah,
you
there
go.
we
I was trying
There
to
we
find
go.
the
Yeah,
word.
that's
Meal
teamwork.
prep. So I meal prep. So
Okay.
but I'll tell you one thing. There's another one that technology has done a great job with is an air fryer. So.
Oh man, got it sitting there on the countertop right now. Yes, sir.
So what I do is I season that whatever I want to do because sometimes I might have a tuna steak.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And each one of these steaks, each one of these salmons have about you're getting about 30 grams of protein.
Yeah, that's good.
30 grams of protein with so I'll mix it into a salad, bring it to work, and I can't wait. By the time lunchtime comes, I can't wait to get that steak. I can't wait
Yeah.
to get to that salad. You know what I mean? So I think the biggest thing for you is to keep protein part of your diet at all times because it's also gonna give you energy. It helps with your body. It helps with your muscles and everything like that. And it nourishes your body. So
Okay. Okay, so you got your protein, and you got your veggies. So
Veggies.
what are you doing when it comes to like fiber, vitamin D, and the other stuff? Are you doing any additional supplements? Or
Yes.
are you doing natural?
yeah, I take my multivitamins every day.
Okay, that's good.
Multivitamins every day, and I also take my iron for my blood.
There
to
you go.
make sure I'm good. So I take all my, and that's one of the biggest things is that, and I usually wait to take my multivitamins, probably around about 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So when I go to work, I got my meal prepped. I got my green tea in my backpack, right? So I got my vitamins and everything like that. So I kind of put myself on a timer. But some days I have to say though, if I have some crazy meetings going on like that, I might be a little off with my time. But most of the time it's like 1, 2 o'clock. I'm taking my multivitamins
Okay.
and my iron that period of time. And there's another jolt of energy, right?
Yeah.
You get the jolt of energy from that, and it's also good for your body. So that's what I do when it comes down to that.
So I'm so happy you brought that up about the iron because a lot of men do not realize we have iron deficiency also.
Yeah.
We become short on our iron also. We think that this is just happening
Yeah.
to women. No, when we're not eating the foods that we're supposed to be eating, we're not bringing in the nutrition that we're supposed to be eating, and we're not adding in also like the physical workout and stuff that is making us deficient in places. So it's good that you brought the iron in because that is super important. And then also, you talked about your salad, that you may put your food in. And I appreciate you talking about that schedule that you have.
Oh yeah.
Cause see, so like me, I'm a shoot by the hip type of person. You put me on a schedule, it does not work with ADHD to the third power. My schedule is gone after the first, the first time off, doing 5 or 6 things. But if you are structured to where you have that schedule, get on your schedule, stick to it, do that thing like that. Okay, so now we're still hanging out with this food. So you done ate that, you at work. You done put in all these hours. You got that nutrition. You brought your green tea with you. Now you're heading back to the house. Now it's time to eat again right before it's time to go to bed, right?
Yeah.
So what else are you eating in the evening time? And then what time are you eating in the evening?
So for me, I put myself on a schedule. I usually try to eat between 6 to 7 o'clock,
Okay, that's good.
and I'm trying not to have anything after 8 o'clock.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, of course, you know how it is. Sometimes, you might. We
Yep.
all human, right?
Exactly.
We go off schedule every now and then, especially on the weekends. I mean, so I'm a little lenient more on Saturdays. You know what I
Okay.
mean when it comes down to my food, because you might want to go out. You might going out with your significant other. You're going
Right.
You're going for out to eat, right? It might be a late. You got to wait to get in, right, or
Right.
some of those guidelines, but But when I get home, what I usually do is I, you know, I use what we call. I'm not giving another commercial out there. Hello Fresh, right?
Oh yeah, man.
Hello Fresh.
Yep.
Hello Fresh. So I order a lot of my I order a lot of my foods, and I have it pre-prepared. So great thing about Hello Fresh is that the ingredients come with the package, and you just have to cook it. You know what I mean? I can call myself a made chef. Okay, so
I like that. I like that pre-made chef.
Pre-made chef,
like
right? Because when I'm up there cutting my carrots up and my onions and everything, I feel like I'm chefing it up. But
yeah, you are.
But the thing is that all those meals are nice and healthy for you. And great thing about HelloFresh, you can go online and you can create your own meal plan. Okay, and and all those different foods, depending on what you want to eat. If you want seafood, if you want, you want your steak, or if you want your chicken, whatever you would like. But it keeps you in your calorie count too, because I know we were talking about that earlier too, is that I've used in the past, I've used Fitness Pal,
right,
all those to keep track of my calories, right? But now I've been using, I kind of now know exactly what my calorie intake is, depending on what I'm eating. Mm-hmm. But that's a great way to start off, is just trying to count your calories, right? And I know there's some applications out there that will even track your protein that you're bringing in, your sugar you're bringing in, as you document that in that application. So, so great mobile apps out there for that.
Okay, so look, y'all, he is giving away free game on today.
Yeah.
Not only did he give us a physical workout, that's free. It don't cost us nothing to walk, nothing to ride a bike. Then he also gave us a gym workout. And now he done gave us a meal plan. He gave us breakfast. Better yet, he gave us pre-workout. Then he gave us breakfast. He gave us lunch. He gave us dinner. Now he's going to talk to us about this sleep, but not just yet. Not just yet. We're going to go take another break. We got to talk about all these projects that we're working on. Y'all know we're doing YouTube. That's right. Subscribe, like it, share it if you're enjoying this. I'm telling you, I'm enjoying it. Now, ladies, y'all see him keep pointing these big old guns he got over here. I'm going to tell y'all, he might be single, he might not. But we're going to get to that close to the end. So y'all hang out, y'all hang around. Y'all see this brother got his stuff together. Y'all hear him. The brother happy. He love to smile. But let's check out this right here, what we got for you, and we'll be right back. Y'all, welcome back to the New Black Church, where your story is your Bible. And I'm telling y'all, we are getting some amazing chapters out of my man Trey's Bible, y'all. So during break, Trey brought up an amazing story that I want Trey to share with you all, one of the journeys that he went on. Then we're going to talk about the sleep. So Trey, we had a little break and you were sharing, man, they need to understand like that story that you was getting ready to share with me about that journey. You were talking about your thyroid. So jump into that one for me real quick.
So I suffer from Graves' disease, which is I had hyperthyroidism, now I'm hypo. So what that means is that there was a period of time when I was in the military. I came back from Iraq, and I had lost a significant amount of weight. I was like 150, 160 pounds. All my friends was like, man, what's going on with you, man? You okay? You're like,
right, because you about 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah,
so.
right? Yeah, so I was nice and skinny, and they were trying to figure out what's going on with me. I didn't know what was going on. My hands were shaking and everything like that. Kind of find out my thyroid was overactive. So, to put that in layman's term is, your thyroid is like a regulator for your body, right? So for what that said is that um, it was telling the thyroid was telling my body that I'm constantly running, but I'm standing still. So I'm
Okay.
constantly losing weight, and I'm not doing anything. So I'm shaking and everything. But with that said, to tie that into that, once I got my thyroid removed, I started to try to eat like I used to eat.
Right.
So I'm eating McDonald's, Burger King, all these different things. I used to get a Burger King. I used to get my double quarter pounder with only mayonnaise and ketchup, and have a double quarter pounder of cheese on the side with mayonnaise and ketchup also, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And a large order of fries.
Gotta have fries. Gotta have the fries.
So, but what that said is I gained a lot of weight, okay? Because first of all, I wasn't taking my medication like I was supposed to be taking it, because you're supposed to take it first thing in the morning without anything in your stomach, and I wasn't doing that. That goes back to discipline,
Correct.
okay? And I wasn't disciplined enough to do that. So I gained all this weight, right? Gained all this weight, and I got to my deployment, and guess who I went to deployment with? With the Navy SEALs.
Okay.
So I get over there, they see me, and they're like, what in the world? So they see me, what in the world? They go, we're going to have to do something about that. They said, man, so at that period of time, I'm about 280.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm big. I have to show you a picture of that. But my cheeks were about this big. And the thing is, like, in the military, you had this thing called profile, because I did have a medical condition. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had time to fix the issue, you know? So I'm over there. And you got to remember IT too. So, but this guy took me under his wing. He said, before you leave here, you're going to be in shape. I'm going to get you back where you need to be at. So that's when I learned how to do what I do in the gym. So, you know, on Mondays, do chest.
Right.
On Tuesday, do arms, or however you want to do. You can build your workout. A great tool for you is, what's it called? Bodybuilder.com.
Bodybuilder. Yep, sure is.
Bodybuilder.com is
Free.
a great tool, free. Get on there. You can build your workout, choose your body groups, and also what you can do on bodybuilder.com, you can, other people on there have their workouts already built, and you can just use theirs.
Yep.
You know? You
Yep,
can
they
use
share
theirs.
that with you. Yep.
They'll share it with you. So one of the biggest things, and that's how I lost that weight. I lost almost 60 to 70 pounds.
Oh, wow. That's
I got
what's up.
down to 220, but I was like, you know what, I'm getting a little too skinny, so I had to beef it back up a little bit. But you know what I'm saying, and bring some little bit of muscle back into it. But what that said is, that's the story with that. You know what I'm saying? It was a big moment for me. That's when I learned how to officially work out correctly. You know what I'm saying? Because before then, I could eat what I want to eat, still work out in the military, but not as disciplined as I should have been. Right?
Well,
So,
man, I can say, bro, you look like you're in better shape than me. Which
Yeah.
I'm kind of jealous a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make me go to the gym extra early in the morning. So we're at the gym. Sleep. We always hear people talk about sleep and critical sleep is. How does sleep play a role in your self-care? Because you got these long days and stuff.
huge, man. It's huge. For me, as you know, the older you get, especially at my age, you know, sleep is very, very, very important. I put myself on a schedule of, you know, 10:30, 11 o'clock to go to bed.
Okay.
Sometimes even earlier. You know what I mean? So my schedule is 10:30, 10:30, 11 o'clock, depending on what's going on, and getting up at 5. So at least give yourself about 6 to 8 hours of sleep. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I'll tell you one thing is that 8 hours of sleep is recommended. Everyone's a little different, but you know what I mean? 8 hours is the recommended amount of sleep that you should have each day.
Okay.
All right. So, so what that said is, and I'm telling you is that, you know, you feel, you know, it plays a huge part in your workouts. It also plays a huge part, because I know when I don't get any sleep, I feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My eyes are burning.
Totally, yep.
I'm not productive the next day. Your workout is going to suffer.
Right.
Every single thing comes down to that. So rest is the biggest part. So rest, we talked about food,
Right.
right? And discipline, right?
And
So we talked about both of those, but rest is a huge part of that. So you want to make sure that you're repairing these muscles, you know what I mean? And that's part of it. Rest will help, you know, building those muscles, or build that nutrition in your body when it comes down to that. And that all comes down to a lot of rest too. So
Right. Because, see, I think people sleep on rest. We push so
Yeah.
much on food. We talk about, well, you got to eat this, you got to eat that. You can eat healthy, but if you're not sleeping and giving your body time to rejuvenate and rest to be built for the next day, you're in trouble. Now, Trey, you talked about the 6 to 8 hours. That's the norm. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Now, how do you handle those 4 hour days where you only get about 4 or 5 hours sleep because you done tossed and turned and you still got to get up and go get it? I'm going to tell you, for me, I'm going to take a nap. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
After
yeah.
40, I've been approved
Yeah.
and verified to take me a 30-minute, hour,
There you
2 hour
go.
nap throughout the day to give me that extra boost. So if you take naps, let's talk about the power that's in. I've taken power naps for 5 minutes, and they don't carry me so far
oh man.
throughout the day. So let's talk about these naps, man, because people think, naps are just, they for the kids. But I think naps are for the adults, actually.
Oh yeah. So back in the day, you were talking about when I was younger. I didn't believe in no nap. I said, man, I'm not taking no nap, man. That's wasting my day. I got things I got to do.
Exactly.
But now I said, man, I look forward to my nap. I just had a real good power nap yesterday. You know what I mean? Because yesterday I was out and found myself, I was tired. I said, man, you know what? Before I go do anything else, because I wanted to go out and do some couple of things, meet up with a couple of friends that came out. They're in town. So myself is that it was amazing what that power nap did. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
amazing. So those power nap, it's okay to take a nap. All right, it's okay to take a nap because, like I said before, I used to not think that was good for you because when you're young, you just you know how you're young, you think you're invincible. When you're young.
Man,
You think-
boy, I remember them days.
You know what I mean? You think you're invincible, but I tell you, the older you get, the more you have to be able to discipline. And another part of that is rest and taking a nap. Okay, so if you feel like you're tired and you're in the ground, it's okay to take that power nap.
It's okay.
Rejuvenate.
It's okay.
Rejuvenate yourself.
So we got the power now. We got the nap. Now we work a 9 to 5, which is an 8 to 4,
Exactly.
or throughout the daytime. Now, what about these people that's on third shift? Where they got to create a schedule
Yeah.
in the morning and then flip it up in the evening time and do that. Now, I don't know if you experienced that in the military.
Yep.
Right? So if you did, help them out real quick because sometimes they can get discouraged on
Yeah.
that. Because I've talked to people about it. Now, I can't talk about that because I don't work third shift or do anything like that. So what do you have for them when you was going through that time and it helped you with your sleep patterns with everything else going on with you?
Glad you asked that question because when I was going through that, I was just talking about that rigorous program that I was going through with the Navy, with my Navy SEALs buddies in Afghanistan there, and when I had to lose all that weight. Funny thing is, I was working third shift then.
Oh, wow. I did not know that up front.
All right, so I was working third shift. You know what I mean? So I was doing 12-hour days. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying 7 at night to 7 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So every single day. So for me, what I would do, because your body, adjusts to that time frame, right? So, you can either do it before you go to work. So you know what? 5 o'clock, at 5 p.m., go to the gym. Right before you go into work, just like you would do if you are getting up in the morning going to the gym. So you give yourself that time. Or you can get off of work. That's what I did. I got off of work and went to the gym.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I went to the gym then. So I would get off work. I was, take me some pre-workout. I'm just thinking about me doing that right now.
Okay.
And going to the gym after that. So it was really important for me. So it's like still setting up that same schedule and setting it up, building that schedule up and abiding by that schedule that you have set for yourself. It's still, regardless of what shift and however you're doing it, because I do hear a lot of people say, well, I can't do this because I work third shift.
Right, exactly.
I work second shift. I can't do that. The thing is that, it's one of those things is you put your mind to something, you have that discipline, you can do anything.
Exactly. Man, I appreciate that so much. So y'all, We done been through the physical workout. We done been through the meal plan. Now we going through sleep. So now we good. Now we good. Now it's time for the weekend. How does Trey get ready for the weekend, y'all? If we go through another spot, watch this commercial. It's going to bless you. And then we're going to talk some more about what programs we got going on. And then Trey's going to get into something special. This last question that we got this evening, y'all. We're going to talk about skin, hair care, you know what I'm saying, and then how we take care of ourselves. So at the New Black Church, y'all know your story is your Bible. Welcome back to the New Black Church where your story is your Bible. Y'all, we got Trey in the building, and I'm telling y'all, he putting it down. He is sharing the military, what it is to be a military man, and then a military man that was in IT. Then he became a civilian and carried that in to his civilian life as IT, not just as an IT. I'm just a little architect, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we got Trey in the building. He's a director in IT. Like, he is the man that is making things happen, and he has a good work ethic. He has a good physical regimen, a mental regimen. Then he knows how to rest, and he eating good. Y'all, so it's time for the weekend. In this healthcare and physical as a man, let's talk about men. We got to take care of our skin. We got to take care of our hair. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is real that we got to do. Now, what's interesting, people probably say, well, Trey, you bald head. Which means you got to take care of your hair. Let's just jump in that one real quick. Let's share with them what it is. It is not that easy to just take care of a bald head. That stuff has some serious care to take care of.
Not at all. Well, you still got to shave it.
Yeah, you still got to shave it. Yes.
You know what I mean? But at a very young age, not very young age, but I say around 26, 27, I started losing all this right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all of it had to go. But with that said, we have to shave it every single day. And all I have to say is, regardless, even though if you have hair, you're bald or anything like that, is moisturizer, right?
Right.
Moisturizing your hair. The right conditioner, putting that right conditioner in your hair and everything on those guidelines, very, very, very important in order to do that, because even though I'm bald, I still get dandruff like anybody else would get dandruff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, being dry and all that, along with skincare when it comes down to your skin. You want to make sure that, for myself I use baby oil for everything. So I'm a baby oil type of guy. I put baby oil on my head. I put baby oil on all my skin, because I like to the way it makes my skin feel, and it's nice and moisturized.
Okay.
But growing up, my mom embedded it in me. So for instance, like they used to call me the shiny boy going to school every day because I remember in my school pictures right now. You see my school pictures. My mom, before I walked out there, my mom would get a big thing of Vaseline and smack it on my face. You know what I mean? Smack all this Vaseline on my face, and I'm in my school picture just standing there like this, and my whole face is just nice and shiny. Everybody knew I had good moisturizer and everything like that. Because here's the thing too, it's like one thing about skincare, moisturizing your skin, and everything, those guidelines is that also sunlight is huge. You know what I'm saying? How you take care of your body when you're out in the sun. You know what I'm saying? You can say, hey, I'm a black guy. Still got to do it. It's still going to affect your skin. You know what I'm saying? And I just know that now for myself is, I'm not saying that, I don't know, Duran, I'll let you comment to this, but like how young I look. I hope I look pretty young.
Oh, bro, you look younger than me. You look way younger than I do. So,
but the thing is, it's like, but I think back on that day when my mom used to grab me before I walked out the door to go to school with that Vaseline, smacking it on my face to make sure my face was moisturized. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because the thing is that you'll see that, people don't take care of their skin. You'll see that, you know what I'm saying? Some of those wrinkles, you may not, and all those, everything along those guidelines affect your skin. So.
oh yeah, see, people don't like here in Florida as a black man.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way. You can get sunburned and you're black.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you, I found out the hard way. Put some hot water on sunburn and you don't know it's coming. I promise you're gonna know that day that black men and black women get sunburned. So that's in that skincare and that hair. Now, one of the things I haven't brought up is nails, fingernails. Because see, we need our fingernails to do everything with. We need our fingernails to work out with. We need our fingernails to work with. We need our fingernails to eat with.
Right.
And just imagine not taking care of your fingernails and stuff like that. Cuticles, that's how you can get, scraph infection. I mispronounced that word, y'all. Blame it on Oak Cliff, Texas, 75228 in the building. We got to take care of our fingers, man. And a lot of men are not capturing that. So I don't know if you do it or not, but what do you have to say about taking care of your fingers and making sure that your fingers? And I get mani pedis too. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to wear sandals in Florida. Man, I can't have my toenails hanging all over.
Right now. But the thing is, hey, I totally agree with you on that. Man, it's okay to go to the nail shop.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's okay to be pampered too. You can
already
just like the women do. We can go to the nail shop and get our nails done.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you can't do that, you can't afford that. Of course, you know what I mean. There's also products out there that you can do that yourself. You know what I mean? Go to the store and grab that skin, grab that stuff for your nails and everything like that to take care of your nails, right? It's very, very important to be able to do that because some of those things is that, if you don't take care of your nails and everything like that, there are all kinds of diseases out there you can get.
Surely
What I mean? You can have fungus. You can have all kinds of different things when it comes down to that. The fungus comes in at, that fungus will affect your body, because here's the thing too. So for myself, being in the military, the fungus, wearing those boots every single day, because sometimes we may go 30 days without taking the boots off. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
But they, I won't say taking the boots off, but wearing those same boots.
Yeah.
Think about it. Like we were over there overseas, and we're just wearing those same boots, right? Every single day, 130 to 35 degree weather, nice and hot, and it's one of the biggest things is just taking care of feet, because we didn't take care of our feet over there in the war zone, and our nails. You know what I mean? So we may catch some disease.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so
that makes sense.
Very, very, very important to take care of your nails, because that can cause a lot of issues when it comes down to your health, when it comes down to, you can even get sick from that. You know what I mean? For not taking care of your nails. So it's very important.
So y'all heard it straight from Trey, y'all. You got to take care of your skin, take care of your hair, even though you're bald-headed. Yeah. And even though you're bald-headed, you brought up a good point. I'm going to go ahead and get a little vulnerable. You know what? I'm going to start putting some baby oil or something. Let me tell you, it made no sense. I got more dandruff bald-headed than I had when I had hair on my head. Yeah. And so now I'm going to go ahead and start taking care of myself like that. Look, y'all. Check out one more commercial. We're going to come back. Trey going to tie this thing together for us and wrap it up. Then we get a chance to get that question answered. Is my dude single or if he's in a relationship? Because I'm telling you, these women want to know. They want to know because they see you sitting over there. They know you take care. You up here telling them how you take care of yourself. And that's what they keep asking for. So we're going to jump into this commercial. And y'all check this out. We're going to be right back with my boy Trey. Peace out. Welcome back to the New Black Church. We're in the building with Trey. Trey has broke it down for y'all. Broke it down for y'all. Listen, Trey, I appreciate you showing up, coming, sharing your story with us. Because let me tell you, man, your Bible is super duper powerful. And I appreciate you doing that because taking care of ourselves physically is so important as we want to continually live. Now, you done gave us your whole regimen, everything that you're doing, bro. You done told us about how you go to the gym, you walk for free, ride your bike for free, you eat healthy, you look young. You done showed off your guns about 5 or 6 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to show mine off once or twice. You know, you talked about your career. You talked about your skincare. You done all this. Talk about your sleep patterns. Bruh,
Yeah.
what is a man that got all that together in Florida that's new here? He just got here, what, January this year?
January.
January this year. Hey, you met somebody here.
I met a couple people, so. But yeah, I'm single though. So
That's what I'm talking.
Yeah.
So how is it being a single man that's healthy and take care of himself in Florida, man? How is that with the springtime on us right now?
You know, my thing is I say that, you take care of your body, you take care of your soul, and you take care of your business, and that all the other pieces fall into place.
All the other pieces fall into place.
All the other people fall into place, and I say that, I'm gonna bring God into this.
There you go. Bring him in. Bring him on.
And I say, you know what? I say when God blesses me with that person to come in my life, I don't know.
You don't know
when that. I know when that time comes. So my thing is, it's like I know He is. He can control when it comes down to that.
There you go. There you go. So I know somebody is out here wondering, how old is this man? Because we all know black don't crack. So Trey, what's that number?
I'm 40. I'll be 45 next month.
Y'all heard that? 45, love the Lord, have a career in management in IT, take care of himself. And y'all heard him say, love the Lord. Y'all, I have truly been blessed on this evening by my man Trey. Thank you so much, Trey, for coming and sharing your story with us at the New Black Church. As y'all know, we got projects that we working on. Y'all, we got merch that's coming up. Y'all see the cups. And so we had this merch coming in real quick, and we getting ready to share that with you all. And we also got a couple more projects. The TikTok Positivity Project is coming up. That's where we're going to have 10,000 men on a Monday, 10,000 women on a Wednesday, and we're going to have 25,000 people go live with a positive message on TikTok so we can start 2024 in a way that we never have before. So y'all, please like, subscribe, follow, share it. We're on all platforms. We stream on Twitch, we stream on YouTube, we stream on Facebook groups, and we go live on TikTok on Monday nights, on Men Monday. We're talking about self-care all month. Women Wednesday, we're talking about self-care. Couples on Thursday, men and women sharing in the conversation. That's all grown folks. They call me rainbows and unicorns because I'm so happy. It's a positive conversation. It's a safe place for you to be yourself and represent yourself the best way. So y'all come join us and check us out. But as I want to close with this, give me a 2-shot real quick up front, if you don't mind. My amazing director, y'all, she is so sweet to me. Thank you so much. 2-shot Trey. I just want to say out here, look straight into the world, let everybody know I appreciate you, bro. Man, you brought an amazing story. I love it. From your military background to becoming a civilian and also taking care of yourself. But y'all know we got to get up out of here. It's the New Black Church where your Bible is your story, and we appreciate you sharing this hour with us. Peace out.